Hey guys, just wanted to make a quick video here. I had gotten a lot of questions in the past about my 1x30, how I made my mods and whatnot. And I'm not really going to do the video on the 1x30. I just got a 2x72 grinder. And I'm actually going to do pretty much the same setup that I have here. So I'm going to actually show how I did that. The information that I'm going to give on that video, you can definitely carry it over to the 1x30 and pretty much do the same thing. I just got this 2x72 here recently. Haven't had time to really play with it a whole lot, but one thing that I didn't like, I liked the grinder a lot, but I didn't like the rest that it came with, and that is that it basically was welded like this, and so it really didn't give me a lot of support. And I'm used to using my little jig that I had set up here, angle iron. I put my knives on there and basically slide. So as you can see, this right here really does not give you that room to do that. So what I did is I made me another platform, and it's completely adjustable. And this video, as far as the making of this mod that I've made for the 2x72, I realize there's a lot of videos out there on how to make a jig for your bevels and whatnot. This is more for the guy that just wants something that's pretty simple, basic, without spending a lot of money on a pre-made jig. And just give you a quick view as to how simple this is. This is the 1x30. I got my angle meter here, so when I want to make my adjustments, I just loosen up 2 bolts right over here like so, and I can adjust it to whatever angle it is that I want. So I can even tilt it back as far as that goes. But anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and show you what I've done over here on the 2x72. Alright guys, so what I did here is I just bought me some plain angle brackets, and what I did is I just went ahead and did some drilling in here to open this up. I opened it up approximately about 10 millimeters, and what I'm using is I'm using a 3/8 bolt that runs together through here. And basically what that does is I went ahead and drilled me a 3/8 hole here as well. These brackets, what they'll do is they'll sit right here on the piece like so. Then you've got your bolt, and then you put this on your Workrest. And what this will allow you to do is when you have your screws on here, and I'm just going to do a quick show here, it allows you basically to adjust this as you move this up and down on the machine. You can basically set the angle that you want to start cutting your bevel at. And all I did for this is, like I said, just drilled multiple holes. If you have access to a mill, you can just basically mill them and make it look a little nicer. This is just a real simple setup that I made, and it's something that pretty much everybody can do with just hand tools. You don't even need a little drill press. You can actually just use a hand drill, and then just file out what you need to clean it up a little bit. And that's pretty much what I did. And then what I'm going to do next is I'm actually just going to go ahead and put this on my little drill press. I've already got the holes kind of pre-started, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and drill down a good ways. I won't drill all the way through. That way I don't have anything to grind off the top of it. But the other thing too is that I didn't center it because the arm on the machine, obviously you're off to one side, and because this is a thick piece of steel, I don't want to have to deal with any type of sagging, so I figured if I try to center it, it would help with that. Plus it's a big enough platform already. But this here is about approximately a ½ inch piece of steel. You don't need anything that elaborate. Anything a 1/4 inch to 3/8 would be probably perfect, more than enough. Alright guys, so I got the base here drilled. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and use some sheet metal screws, and it really doesn't matter what size you you decide to choose. The one thing I would recommend is a lot of these sheet metal screws, a lot of time they are not very rigid. So if you try making your hole a little too small and you think you'll just go ahead and do it by hand, you may find out that you may end up snapping your screws. So it's just a little tip. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and fasten the angle brackets down, and then go ahead and put the incorporate the arm into it, and we're going to go ahead and then load it up on the machine and show you how we make the adjustments on it, and we'll go from there. Alright guys, so we got it all assembled, and I'm just going to go ahead and mount it. And you can just set your angle meter on there, and you can just basically just adjust it to whatever degrees you want to cut your bevels. And also you can also go back this way with it, and all we're going to do is we'll probably just put it at about maybe 10 degrees for starters on this one here, and I'm just going to go ahead and tighten it up. So we got it right about 10. I'm going to just adjust that a little bit more. Alright, so we got it on, and it's pretty rigid. I like how it feels. And we're going to go ahead and fire it up and do a few passes with it. Alright guys, it's still a little rough, but nonetheless, you guys get the idea. From there you just kind of got to play with it as far as the actual grinding aspect of it. I really like the machine a lot. One of the things that's been great about this machine is how easy it's been to actually do convex grinds just using the slack portion of it. On that, I was actually able to pretty much, my first knife that I tried pretty much came out, you know, perfect, to where I really didn't, I figured I probably would scrap the first one, maybe even the second one, but it really went great. Kind of found the natural knack with that particular type of grind. I'm still playing around a little bit with my freehand flat grinds. That's been a little trickier, so for now I'm going to go ahead and use my little setup that I've got here. Because it does allow you very good precision. And like I said, this isn't something that's necessarily new per se, but it's something that's pretty simple that the average guy can pretty much do at home without a lot of expenditures and, you know, just hand tools. Well guys, I hope this helps. If you have any comments or any questions or whatever, please feel free to leave a comment. I'd be more than happy to help anyone out that has any other questions as well. And as always, thanks for watching. God bless.